It's the three things that anybody can control. It's your attitude. How are you showing up right now? That's the mindset piece that we have to work on. It's Thirsty Thursday! Sales Incentive, what's going on? Sean here. So excited to be with you here. I hope you've had a tremendous week this week, right before the Thanksgiving holiday. I hope you're ready to get stuffed. Let me know in a comment below. Are you planning on having some friends over, some family? I know with all the restrictions and everything else going on in this crazy world right now, hopefully there's going to be some small gatherings, not some big ones. But anyway, welcome to Thursday. It's time for another high ticket tune-up. I'm so excited for you. My name is Sean, like I said. And today, this great question comes in from Chris. And Chris asks this. He says, Sean, next week's Thanksgiving and then the holidays. How should I handle the mindset of my sales force? And in getting into a conversation with Chris, what he told me was that him and his sales team, who both take sales calls, are sometimes feeling a little bit of sluggish or lethargy or laziness when it comes to, well, it doesn't seem like anybody's going to be working, or it's, oh man, like the holidays, nobody buys, or this whole like tricky, difficult mindset creeps into your team. It's a mess. And what does it bring if you're not careful? It brings lack of results. It brings laziness. It brings not checking metrics. It brings a lot of bad things to businesses unless you're aware of it and you know what to do about it. So the answer to this question, again, is we need to be very, very transparent, right? If you are selling anything in the online space, know this. Historically, if you were to look at any historical trends for online sales, what you would find is that the biggest sales months, think about this for a second, happen Black Friday, Cyber Monday, right before the holidays. People are buying gifts, they're doing a lot of things, and literally it's the greatest time to get into your prospect's mind about future pacing of what's to come. 2021 is just around the corner. And it gives you as an entrepreneur an opportunity, especially if you're selling a service or a product that's very valuable, that you can make an impact in somebody's world, which most of us here are, from anything and everything, right? Most people are saying, like 2021 is coming around the corner. And if you start to have this conversation with your sales team, it gets really valuable. Say, hey, look, like, did you hit the goals that you wanted to hit this year? Let's start doing a review. Let's talk about this year and let's talk about how do we tee up next year, because we still have time to do that. So that conversation with your sales force, and even with yourself, if you haven't had it, just be listening to me and saying, hey, listen, like I'm sharing this with you, like you as a consumer, when do you buy most of your stuff? When you buy gifts, you buy Black Friday deals, you buy Cyber Monday, holiday stuff. So as a consumer, you're going to be going and spending money. So that little piece of the prospect's mindset is open, right? That means there's no blockage. There's no, I need to save. It's none of that. And so if we understand and we know that, then the secret is like, okay, hold on a second. Like instead of buying gifts, which, are great, and I think it's invaluable to give gifts to people because gift giving is, one of the love languages. But what is the most impactful gift that you could ever give to somebody is basically as they teach someone to fish, right? If you teach someone to fish, they can fish for a lifetime, and then they can supply all the gifts that they ever want to anybody that they truly love and care about. And so when it comes to the business perspective and the selling and how do you adjust the mindset for yourself, for your team, for everything else, literally that's it. Like if you're saying, I'm just going to take it easy for the holidays, I'm telling you, don't get back out there and do what you got to do, right? Like set up 2021 to be the most epic year of all times. We have more stuff going on right now in our business because we have this mindset of like, look, we got to lay a ground track right here between now and December 31st that we can spring out and blast Q1. And if you're speaking to a truly hungry business owner, a great person that you can work with and serve, like you need to be sharing that with them. Secondly, your sales team, you need to pump them up, right? Throw little bonuses at them. Throw a little like, hey, this is an incentive on performance. If you do this month, great. That might get them in the right mindset. But then also it's like you can use that to help them understand that the consumption mindset right now is people want to buy. This is the buying season. So as a sales professional, as an entrepreneur, as you're teaching a sales team or whatever, like understand that they need to know that too. Because a lot of people are like, well, I didn't hit quota. I'm just going to, whatever. It's the holidays. It's Thanksgiving next week. I'm just going to take it off, not do nothing. Like, no, that's the wrong thing to do, right? Stay consistent, stay persistent, hit your numbers. this week, next week, because guess what? When you do that, December is going to be a win. And then it's teeing up January to be a killer for you guys. And that's what I wanted to share. Because how do you handle the mindset of your sales force? What I would do is I would bring them all into a room and I would literally say to them, guys, this is the buying season. I know you feel like it's time to take time off and people aren't interested or anything else, but right now they're more interested than ever. And historical data will show that, right? If you look at anything, at people buy now more than anything. Here's a couple of reasons why they buy. Number one, they just want to give gifts to people. Maybe they want to give gift to themselves, right? Hey, what's a gift to themselves? You talk to an entrepreneur and you're like, hey, look, if you were to invest in my program because it's the right fit to solve this problem that we're talking about right now, guess what? In 6 months from now, you're going to be so thankful that this was the Christmas gift that you gave yourself, right? That's very easy to say to anybody because literally if you can deliver on the stuff that you do, people are going to love you for that. And that's where that whole motivation, that fire, that everything comes from right now is like, this is the buying season. Guys, get your teams motivated, use historical trends, gamify, incentivize what they're doing, how they're doing it, throw cash at them, right? Here's something I learned from Chris. Love this one. If you have a sales team, go get some balloons, right? Blow them up and then throw like a $1 bill, $5 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill separately in each balloon, stick them with tape to the roof. And then go out in your sales team and say, hey, listen, if you guys hit this much today, you get to pull a balloon down. What's in the balloon? There's cash. You want to win some cash? Everybody freaks out and goes crazy after that one. I know it. I've seen it. It works. So that's just one idea of how to incentivize or gamify your sales force. If you have kind of a bullpen and you're teaching those people that thing, there's so many other things that you can do. You can buy little gift cards for them if they hit numbers. Again, it just all comes down to the activity, right? It's the three things that anybody can control. It's your attitude. How are you showing up right now? That's the mindset piece that we have to work on. So like literally getting into their world, understanding like what are the blocks, the obstacles that they're facing. Like, hey, I didn't see you hit your numbers last week, last month. What's going on? Are you just kind of in that like season? Are you just trying to like take her easy? I know you hit your quota this year, whatever. We need to tee up for next year. Here's some bonuses, something like that. That's very, very important. Send them a book that maybe they could read, anything else like that. That's very, very, very valuable. And so double down on the effort you're putting into training. That's what I would say. Pull the team together, have more connection now than ever, because the connection, the communication that you're going to have with your sales team saying, listen, guys, we need to really push hard for the next month and a couple of weeks here to get to the end of the year. We're almost to the point that we are. Look, here's our goal. If we do this, this is what happens. Pizza party and a fog machine for the team, whatever it's going to be. And that is how I would literally just every day, I'd be on them. Like right now, yeah, of course, I'm taking some time off with my family and friends. Next Thursday, Friday, I'm not going to be working. And then it goes into Cyber Monday. And then it's just really crunch time. I love December. I love the month of November and December for business, simply because more people are apt and willing, because they're open-minded about investing into gifts and other things. They're more open-minded to rewarding themselves for the effort they put in this final year. And then they can buy a program or service from you that would serve their business and literally allow them to explode so that next Christmas, again, it's the secret of future pacing. We always talk about future pacing is this idea of saying, hey, listen, like, you're doing great, but now we need to set yourself up to do even better. Like, are you ready to go to the next level, sort of thing? And that's the conversation to have with the prospects. And it's a very similar conversation to have with your sales team. As we always say, every sales conversation is a selling conversation, even when you're motivating, training, working with your team. And so the mindset needs to be as such. You as the leader, it's your responsibility this season to be the example, right? People want to see you being the example, you working, you doing the thing that you need to do to achieve the results that you're working to get. And when they see you doing it, guess what? They're going to be like, whoa, that person would never do anything to me that they wouldn't do to themselves. True statement, right? If you're there and you're working like that, then you develop trust, you develop confidence, you develop teamwork, and then you develop fire. And that fire leads into a great end to the year. And so, Chris, I hope that really helps when it comes to handling the mindset of your sales force. Again, have some fun with it and just let them know, like, hey, this is the buying season. People are more apt to spend money on everything, not just gifts. And so if there's blockages there, say, hey, do you feel like this is the truth? Ask them very directly. If they say, no, people are not going to buy anything right now, then you need to work on that. Figure out why not. Like, they're buying gifts, aren't they? Yes. They're buying, time with their family, vacations. Yes. Okay. So they're apt to spending money this season. Would you agree? Yes. So if you agree on that, then they'd be apt to spend money on our products and services. Would you agree? Oh, that makes sense. Boom, you got them, right? And so that's how I would work with my sales team. And I literally would just continue to pour into people, invest in people. People are the things that are going to continue to grow your business. If you don't have a team yet, that's okay. Pour into yourself this season and just double down on your activity, right? How do you show up? That's your attitude. You control that, right? Your activity. What are you doing that's actually growing and moving your business forward right now in the season? That's what you can control. And then the ability to track, like, are you tracking the right numbers? Are you looking at trends? Are you looking at data? Are you checking out seasons? Like, is your business right now crushing it? Or is there a little bit of help or something else that you need to get there? And that's literally the secret. So if you're in that place and you're like, man, this is awesome, Sean, great. Please smash that love button. Please share this to somebody that might want it. And again, I just thank you for being here. I'm so grateful. If you're not in our inner circle and you're a business to business owner and you're looking to literally explode your results, get an invite. All we do is vet people into our program, into our family, to make sure that they're the right people. We have amazing people in our group, and I'm so grateful for you being here. Thank you for hanging out with me on Thirsty Thursday. And that's going to take care of the high ticket tune-ups for this week. I will be back live next week on Tuesday with another high ticket tune-up. And with that said, have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. And let's go get stuff next week. But let's stay in the activity for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Love you guys. Talk to you later.